Hey guys, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about anti-aging skincare, what to do if you've done everything for anti-aging, how to look a little bit more youthful. So I got an email from Lee, and they said, I've been watching your YouTube channel from Ontario, which is very close, and has kind of the same type of weather we have here in Minnesota, you betcha. Yeah, you betcha, eh? And they basically said, well, they first said you test a lot of products. How do you do that without getting irritated? And I've been more choosy about the type of products I review the longer I've been doing it, because before I'd take the most fragrant Lancome sunscreen I could get and test it for 30 straight days and see what happens, and then spend the next 3 months trying to fix my skin. So patch testing is the key, and keeping a log and things of how you're testing is the key. Patch testing is the key, and being the longer I've been doing it, the more selectful I've been with what I choose to review and test, just because I don't really want to go through pain and suffering after using something that irritated the heck out of my skin for a month. But anyway, so the real question is, I'm going to be 55 this year. My skin is sensitive, starting to become more texture, and they said they use vitamin C, but they feel like they could bump up their skincare routine and kind of focus on some anti-aging things. So I had a lot of suggestions, and that kind of came back to, so they use some good things like vitamin C, ascorbic acid, great for collagen production, and then I kind of focused on, in terms of aging skin, how to rebuild collagen, which was kind of the direction I went. And then it kind of was more like they're very sensitive skin, very, very sensitive skin. They have a minimal routine, probably because their skin is so sensitive. So a lot of things that I might generally recommend right out of the box might not be great initially. So the first 3 things I'm going to talk about are things that almost anyone can probably add into their routine without worrying about acclimating it to their skin and strength and actives. So the first one, I kind of came to rethinking it, and I'll talk about the rest of my ideas as well. Just adding in a growth factor serum if you are not prone to skin cancer, have any cancerous moles, have a family history of it, do some reading on it. Some people may decide not to do it because it's still a very new technology. So do some research on it before you just decide to listen to anything I say. Follow it up. So growth factor serum, in my opinion. So I kind of, 3 or 4 years into my skincare kind of journey, they kind of call it, I kind of was at a standstill. Things weren't necessarily getting better, and I added in what was the Skin Medica TNS Advanced Serum. And within a couple weeks, it made an absolutely amazing difference that I could notice, and even like my dad noticed, which was amazing because he doesn't notice much. And that was just a huge thing that I added in without really having to sacrifice anything, change anything else, having to deal with irritation or anything like that. So the Skin Medica one is very expensive. It's about $300. So this one I found from RevivSerums. It's amazing, and it's much more affordable. It's about $99, and the bottle is almost double the size of the Skin Medica, and it has a lot of the similar ingredients. So this is something almost anyone can add in their routine without having to worry about irritation. It has no fragrance in it, no denatured alcohol. It's very easy just to add into your routine after you do some research on growth factors and how they work and things like that. But it is an absolutely amazing ingredient that when you add it into your routine, I think most people, if you have some signs of aging, will notice a radical difference very quickly. So this is something we're checking out. We also, so I mentioned to Lee, maybe trying retinol, things like that. And very sensitive skin. So she mentioned, is there maybe Bakuchiol might be worth trying. And I think if you have sensitive skin that's very sensitive to retinol, and retinol takes a long time to get acclimated to your skin, Bakuchiol could be a great stepping stone. I think at some point retinol is a great thing to add in and consider. But she mentioned Bakuchiol. So Bakuchiol is also known as phytoretinol and has some studies showing it can be as potentially good as retinol without the side effects. So I have a few Bakuchiol products we're checking out. This brand Bybi. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes they're at Target, sometimes they're at Skin Store. They used to be at Sephora a long time ago. I don't know what's going on with this brand, but anyway, they have some really great stuff that's pretty fragrance-free in there. Bakuchiol is 1% Bakuchiol, and then it also contains Squalane, and it's in a really pretty bottle. So this one is a great Bakuchiol. No other ingredients other than Bakuchiol, olive oil. So nice for sensitive skin. The Beekman, they have a Bakuchiol, what do they call it? Booster serum. Another thing worth checking out. The one thing to keep in mind, a lot of Bakuchiol serums also contain retinol, which for most people is going to be fine if your skin is very sensitive. Might not be the way you want to go, but for others that have been able to use retinol, this one's a great one. It's Bakuchiol and retinol. And then Purito also came out with a Bakuchiol aging serum, which might be worth checking out. So this might be a great way to think about maybe in the future adding in retinol. Next up, another product or ingredient that seems to be pretty easy to add in, especially if you have sensitive skin and aren't using a lot of other actives, that within a month, 2 months can be a big game changer, is copper peptides. I've been able to use copper peptides now for a while. They're fussy, they're high maintenance, but if you're not using a lot of other actives in your routine, I found this is an amazing anti-aging ingredient and skin soothing one. So if your skin is sensitive, it has some soothing benefits. I absolutely love both of these. And also, I'm reacquainting myself with the Biossance copper peptide plumping serum. The first bottle I had, I thought it was okay, and then I found it on sale, and I like it better when it's on sale. But there's a lot of other options for copper peptides. I've used tons of them. These just happen to be 3 ones I've been currently using off and on in my routine, so they're literally right here on my countertop. So these are a great way to firm up skin, help with aging, overall texture, things like that. Then we get into more of the direction I first went, which was there's actives that you might not know that are proven to have anti-aging benefits. Okay, obviously, vitamin C is probably the most famous one. Geek and Gorgeous Sea Glow, amazing. This is my go-to. If I had a budget of $200, buy this or whatever other vitamin C, this is the one I'm going for every time. It's amazing, it's effective, it's manufactured fresh, the pH is proper, the actual percentage of ascorbic acid is right in there where you want to be. Sometimes 20% can be too high for people and 10% is not enough. 15% happens to be the sweet spot. So this is a great way to go. So check this out. Use it in your morning routine because it has benefits beyond helping your skin protect itself, but helping your sunscreen work better. Obviously, in terms of anti-aging, sunscreen's huge. Not going to talk about that a ton because we all know it and I talk about it a lot. So sunscreen protects your skin from aging to begin with, so it's better preventative. But if we pass preventative, we can't prevent all of it. So these are the other things. Okay, so in terms of anti-aging exfoliants, I typically use BHAs. However, I hope when I get older, I can focus on AHAs because those have proven benefits. If it's in the proper pH, in the proper percentage, especially glycolic acid has been shown to help with firmness and collagen production. So there's a few exfoliants I would recommend. The Kinship Self Smooth 10% Glycolic Serum. It's in that sweet spot of 10%, which is about the percentage research to show anti-aging benefits. And it's also in the proper pH. It's also pretty affordable and pretty packaging. There's other great ones. The Geek and Gorgeous Smooth Out. This is 12% AHA and cactus. Personally, I really enjoy some of their other exfoliants, so I've only purchased the small size of this one, but where did I put the, oh, here we go. Geek and Gorgeous has 3 different exfoliants. I have gone for the BHAs and the Mandelic acid, but this one's also wonderful. So if you need anti-aging help, this is the one I'd recommend. Proper pH, good percentage, great ingredient list overall. And if you start using this every other night or slowly acclimate, maybe use it once a day, once a week, and slowly acclimate yourself. It depends on how sensitive your skin is, or maybe start with something lower and work your way up. Just depends. But if you're into anti-aging, you don't have super sensitive skin, and you've been able to use exfoliants in the past, this one's a great one to go with. The Allies of Skin Mandelic Pigmentation Corrector. I've been using this. I don't know how many bottles I've gone through of it, but it's really helped with my melasma and hyperpigmentation. This also happens to have Mandelic, lactic acid, and salicylic acid, which are great and also helps brighten your skin, but it also has Bakuchiol in it and peptides. So this one's just a great overall anti-aging type product, but great for brightening your skin. And then a couple other good exfoliants. The Peach and Lily Power, what do they call it? Power Cocktail Lactic Acid Repair Serum. This one's great. 10% lactic acid, which is great for helping with collagen production. And then I'm not crazy about the brand anymore, but this is a well-formulated product. Their TLC Framboos Glycolic Serum, great for this, but it's so expensive. So to be honest, you can get the same benefits as you can in something like this, which is a quarter of the price. It's still a good product, just ridiculously expensive. Okay, next up, obviously, the gold standard for anti-aging is retinol, retinoids, vitamin A. And you can use tons of different ones. There's so many. There's prescription. There's weaker ones. There's esters. If you're going for anti-aging, over-the-counter, the strongest thing you're going to be able to get is Retinol. And so I've got some of those. The Geek and Gorgeous A-Game, Retinol, great, super strong. But if you're not used to retinoids in the past, start slowly, maybe mix it with a moisturizer. But in the long term for anti-aging, retinoids are the gold standard. They're the most researched anti-aging product or ingredient there is out there. So this one's a good one. The Peach and Lily Retinol for All Renewing Serum's another really good one. And the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Retinol Eye Serum, which I don't really use so much as an eye serum, but retinol lotion. It's really good. I notice a lot of Peach and Lily and a lot of Geek and Gorgeous are showing up here. So I don't know. Maybe check those brands out if you haven't tried them before. And then last but not least, the Peptides and Retinol Overnight, what do they call it? Mask by Allies of Skin is another great one. It's a little bit pricey, but it's really hydrating. And the tube is a lot larger. It's 1.7 ounces, so it's larger than any of the other sizes. So it's a little bit more expensive, but it's also almost double the product. So those are ones worth checking out. And then last but not least for me, especially dealing with hyperpigmentation and uneven skin tone, apparently 30% of visits to dermatologists every year are for hyperpigmentation issues. I bet 50% or more is probably acne-related issues. Those are the two big ones. Hyperpigmentation, there's so many good things you can do. And red skin, things like that. So for me, doing all of this, for me, the cherry on top, I think, was adding in azelaic acid several years into my skincare experience. It was azelaic acid, when I kind of got in this, wasn't really a big name. It was more just talked about like a prescription for rosacea. But now it's become a lot more popular and a lot more common. A lot of brands are coming out with their own azelaic acid products. So I love Asclear. This stuff's amazing. It's 20%. It's pretty strong. It comes from Australia, but this stuff was the next step in my skincare experience and really helped with redness and hyperpigmentation in a huge way, and also can help with acne and things like that. And it is amazing, active, and I really I'm glad it's becoming more popular because now more brands are coming out with their own version of it. So, and then the Sam's, Dr. Sam's Flawless Brightly Serum. This one also contains azelaic acid. It's the second ingredient, and then it also contains some other brightening ingredients such as ascorbyl glucoside and Bakuchiol. So this one's another great azelaic acid product. There's tons of them. Drunk Elephant has one. Paula's Choice has one. Geek and Gorgeous have their A-Pad serum, which is a derivative of azelaic acid. That's a little more gentle, so that might be a stepping stone to it. But that's kind of the cherry on top for me. So in terms of anti-aging, these are some great ways to start. Obviously, two other things: keeping your skin hydrated. Oily skin ages less quickly than dry skin for reasons. Hydration helps keep your skin from wrinkling faster. Sunscreen is going to be a big one. And then also HelioCare supplement, if you can tolerate supplements. That's a great one because it helps protect your skin from sun and things like that. So, and hats and things like that are key. Now that I've been walking, I've been wearing a hat every single day I walk, sunny or not sunny out, and my forehead is the best looking it's ever been in terms of hyperpigmentation. Get a little more wrinkly, but the hyperpigmentation is so much better. So anyway, these are kind of my tips for people who've tried everything for anti-aging. Leave a comment if you have more thoughts. I'm sure there's more out there, and interested in hearing from you guys. Or if you have any other questions, leave a comment below, and I will see you more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.